Hi everyone, welcome back to Mountain Goldfish. Betsy's here again. You would have seen her in the last video we did on this series of the building the Medaka or Japanese vice fish barrel pond outside. If not, you can go back to my videos and you'll see that. It's a nice little build, actually quite a relaxing video building it. So today, just the Medaka fish have arrived. They were delayed actually. They were meant to come yesterday, so I got these from a lady called Tracy Miles, and she, I found her through the medaka.co.uk Facebook page, which they're very difficult fish to find. So I suggest going on there first if you're in the UK and you're looking to get into some Medaka. Obviously, do your research first. These fish can be quite expensive. They're difficult to find, difficult to get hold of. If you don't do your research, you're going to lose a lot of money. So yeah, do your research and get on medaka.co.uk and speak to some of the people on there. They're really helpful. But yeah, so they've turned up. They've come late, so I'm going to also show you in this video what I do when I get a fish arriving, and especially when I get fish arriving late. Okay, so these fish have been in the bags now in the box for 2 days, so we're going to get them out. And let's see, and hopefully, fingers crossed, they're in a good condition. They're very hardy fish anyway, the Medaka or the Japanese vice fish, very hardy fish. You know, they'll survive in little rice fields. They survive in minus temperatures in this country under a few inches of ice, and that's part of the attraction for me and why I prefer them over koi carp, especially in a smaller pond anyway. I wouldn't be keeping koi carp in a little pond. It'd be a huge one because they can be really big fish. Yeah, so let's have a look at them anyway and see. Hopefully they are in good condition. All right. Okay, so here we are. Here's the box as it's come. It looks like 2 boxes in one. If you hear any random banging, my neighbours are having some work done next door, so that'll be what that is. But let's get these open. So they've been in here now for a little while. And they hope they're going to be okay. Okay. I've never seen them packed like this before, but 2 separate boxes. I mean, fingers crossed, guys, that these fish are going to be okay. They've been here for a couple of days. Okay, so they're quite well packed. Oh yes, they're in breather bags, which should help. Oh, thank goodness, I can see fish alive. Look at that, wow. Okay, there's a bit of poo in there, so let's get these in a bit quicker. I think they've lost a bit of colour, but I wouldn't be surprised. They've been in that bag for a while now. Okay, let's get the other one. Where are we for this to be opened? There's 4 in that one, and I imagine there's 4 in this. Wow, look at that. Okay, they're a bit shook up because they've just been in the dark and we've pulled them out into the light suddenly. But I'm keen to get these acclimated now. But they are absolutely stunning. Look at these. So Tracy sorted me out with a few different types. I couldn't tell you which is which, but we'll get those types for you, and I'll probably add them in the description. So I think there's 8 different ones, and there's pinks, there's blues, there's platinums, but they've got better, more impressive names than that. Right, let's get these out now and get these acclimated into the water they're going in. Okay, so what we're doing here is, I want to get the fish out of the bags, and I don't want to mix that water with my water. I'll only be getting Medaka rice fish from Tracy, so it's not too much of a concern, to be honest, with, you know, if these have got any diseases. I'm not introducing to any other fish because they're the only fish that are in there, the only fish that will be in there. But it's good practice. Excuse my mucky old net, by the way. I've been using it to fish out some dead plants. But it's good practice not to mix water. So what I think I might do is actually, we'll put the fish in here first. So I've got some of my pond water in there. So this is just a bit more of the acclimatisation process. Oh, there we are. Well, that's flinged off. So there's a knot in them, so we'll have to cut the bags. Okay, very carefully. Get most of that water out. The fish is still in there. I can see the colour on this blue one now is looking brilliant. Okay, let's put it in so it's not so much of a blop. Okay, so 4 beautiful fish in there. I think you can see the blue on one of those, the blue Mayuki. I will add all the names in here, so you know which is which. And then let's get, these are more of the oranges. There's a, I think it's called a Buki Lame, is the one, my favourite one, which is the, hang on, in fact I might as well just cut this. My favourite one, which is the orange with the little bits of sort of brown colour on. I think they're very much like a koi carp. Oh, there he goes actually. Let's lower them in a bit nicer. There we are, so those 8 are together. And there you go, you can have a good look at them now. Hopefully I've got a good sort of gender mix here, males and females, and I can get a little breeding project going, and who knows what sort of young I'll have off these. As I go, and if I enjoy them more, I may do a little breeding project and just concentrate on certain types and certain colorations and mutations. But for now, I'm happy to just see what happens. I think the only one I'm a little bit worried about is at the bottom back there is sort of the pink colour, which you can just see. Let's have a look at the back here. He's not looking as happy as the others, so we'll monitor him. But right then, let's get these guys in the water. Let's get them. So we're going to use a net. I'm going to catch them in the net, and then what Graham on Aquarium Corps calls the plop and drop method. So let's see. Okay, there we go. We can just get rid of all that water. We want the fish in the net. They're only going to be there for a few seconds, and then we'll transfer them straight over, put them in. The water's already the same temperature. Nice and gently. Make sure there's none stuck in the net. And there we are, happy days. So I have got a little solar fountain in here, which I've turned off at the minute, because I've been told, and when we do my research, that the Medaka prefer more of a still water. So we'll see. I might put it on a little bit just to aerate the water, but for now, we'll just leave them without and see how they get on. These guys stay at the top, so these fish tend to stay at the top a lot more than other fish. But they may go down a little bit for now while they're acclimatising. Not much of a view at the minute because it's reflecting off the water, but let's let them get settled in. Right then, so you've seen them going in now. Hopefully they're going to be fine. We've acclimatised them nicely. 45-50 minutes they were in the water. They were quite a similar temperature anyway. I then put them in a bit of mixed water in the jug, and put them in. Obviously I've done the old plop and drop method, which people swear by. This is Igor, by the way. She was quite an evil cat when she was younger and attacking people, but she's calmed down now she's getting older. And if you're wondering why the dog's only got one eye, that's because of Ego. When the dog was a puppy, she tried to attack Ego, and Ego doesn't take any messing, and that's why the dog's got one eye. But yeah, so back to the fish. They're in there now. I'm going to leave them for a bit. They're a little bit skittish when they see a bit of movement. They're going out the way, so I'm gonna stay out the way now. It's quite difficult to film them anyway. The reflection off the surface of the water, and they have just gone quite low. So over the next few days, they should settle in. Quite a cold day. It's 9 degrees at the minute, and as you can probably hear on top of the conservatory, it's which is what we're in now. It's raining, so it's not the nicest day to be out there filming as well. But yeah, so you're gonna have to wait for the update on them. I'll add, I may have already added the names and the colours or the mutations, or however you want to say it, or the strains maybe. I think they're more strains with Medaka. But yeah, I'll add the strains in anyway. I may have already done it earlier on when we're looking at them, but I've got a nice photo that Tracy from medaka.co.uk sent me. I'll add that in. Hopefully the quality's good, and that'll show you which is which. Let me know in the comments down below which one you like, which one's your favourite type or your favourite strain. But yeah, I know which one's mine, the Buki Lame or the Buki Lame. I'm not sure how to say it, but it's a gorgeous little fish, and I'm hoping I can get some more of those. But let's see how this project goes. I'll update you probably in the next week or two anyway. And if we start getting some fry off them, then we'll definitely update you. The way that they breed and the way that they reproduce, the Medaka, you're probably already aware anyway, if you're watching this video. But if not, for those of you who are looking into them and trying to research a little bit on them, they actually the females keep the eggs on their body as on like a sort of string or a bit of sticky silk, I suppose is the best way of describing it. And they'll have maybe 8, maybe up to 20 eggs, you know, hanging from them. They'll swim around with them most of the day until they find a bit of vegetation to sort of shake them off on and nudge their body and knock them off, because they're quite sticky, and they'll stay on the vegetation. Now you can, if you wanted to harvest those eggs, you could catch the female, use something, maybe I would say like a paintbrush, a small children's paintbrush, just to knock those eggs off yourself. And then you can put them in a separate body of water, maybe with a bit of methylene blue on there, a drop or two, just to stop them from going fungusy. But otherwise, I think they're quite good anyway at not eating their fry. I'm sure there's some strains worse than others, and maybe you've had bad experience with that, you'd have to let me know. But as far as I'm aware, as long as there's a bit of vegetation in there, they're not too bad with eating their fry, and we'll feed them well anyway, won't we? But yeah, so I think that's all we've got for today, guys. Please like the video if you've enjoyed it. That'll get my video out to more people on YouTube that can see these Medaka. Let's try and bring these to the UK. Let's try and get them going. There are a few really dedicated breeders out there that are keeping these strains going that you might never see. So between us, we can keep them going, and between us, we can show people that these are an alternative pond fish, especially in a small barrel pond's perfect. People have them in little tubs, in sort of vases in the garden, that sort of thing. But yeah, these are definitely alternative to koi or goldfish or shabunkin, anything like that. And let's try and get them going in the UK a little bit, okay? But yeah, subscribe if you want to see some more, especially just fish content in general. Subscribe to that. And if you've got anybody that wants to see this video, you think would enjoy it or learn from it, please share it with them as well, okay guys? You've got my permission to share it on all the social media. But yeah, looking forward to seeing you again next time, okay? Ta-ra.